Hey guys, it's Brooke. So today I'm doing a video on how to be more confident about your cheer season, and this is just because competition season is coming pretty soon and it can be really nerve-wracking, and sometimes your confidence will get lower or your positivity will get lower. So I'm just going to give y'all tips on how to be more confident and just have a better season. Okay, so the first tip is to not talk negatively or have a bad attitude about your season or your routine or your team or anything like that, because negativity really does just spread so easily. And even if one person is just like, oh, our stunts look horrible or we're not going to do very well, then that just kind of like gets in other people's heads. And there's somebody walking past my house and my window's open. So anyways, just do not talk negative and just have a good attitude, because a good attitude will help your confidence go way up for your cheer season. The next tip is to use failures as motivation, and personally, I've never had like an undefeated season or a season where we did perfect at every competition. Every year I've cheered for 4 years, but every year I've cheered, I've always had one competition that was just really bad. Like our pyramid collapsed, or like we had bad stunt falls, or something weird happened where it just was not good and we got many deductions. Like that just happens, and of course there are some teams that go undefeated, and that's awesome. That is what I strive to do this year. But bad competitions can happen a lot. Just bad days, bad routines, you know, people get sick, people get injured, some days are just off. It happens. So use those failures as motivation. And like, it's so cliche, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, like, but it's true. Like, cliches are usually true. Even if you had like a bad competition or a bad few competitions, or your team has just been struggling, just use that as motivation, because succeeding after a whole bunch of struggles makes it that much better, and it's honestly the best feeling ever. So it's worth it. So the third tip is just to focus on the fun aspect of cheerleading, because cheer is fun. Like, yes, pullouts can suck and it's very exhausting, conditioning is hard, but that only makes you a better athlete. And then there are so many fun aspects of cheer, like getting to see your friends or getting to perform, or just like personally, I really like stunting, so I love the stunting part of the routines. Some people really like tumbling, so they like that. Just look forward to little parts of your routine, like where you get to perform, stuff like that. Like, yes, it's exhausting and it's tiring, and competitions can be stressful, but they're also exciting and fun, and you get to bond with your team. And there's a lot of hard parts to cheerleading, but there's so many fun parts to it. So just really try to focus on those, because if you just focus on the bad stuff that happens, it's not going to be fun and your confidence will definitely go down. The next tip is to work on skills outside of the gym if you feel kind of like iffy about them. Like if you're worried about your tumbling, then work on tumbling outside of the gym. If you're worried about stunts, try to get your stunt group to come in and work on that stunt. If you're in front for jumps and your jumps are like not the best and you think they could be better, then stretch and stuff like that. So if you're struggling on one part of the routine, the only person that can really change that is you, and that just depends on how much you want to put work in and how much you want to like work to change that, I guess. Like, you want to be confident about this part of the routine, you don't want to be like stressed out about it. So just working on skills that you're not confident about will just make you more confident about that. That's the short version of like everything I just said, but yeah. Okay, so my last tip is just to be a good teammate, and what I mean by this is just, you know, like be kind to people, encourage people, just stuff like that that will just like do things that you know will help your team. Basically, you might have heard the saying team first, and my coach says not team first but team only, and it sounds a little bit harsh, but honestly it's really true. Like, it is not about you at all. Like, this routine is about your team, and that team wouldn't be complete without each and every person on it, but that should be like your one and only focus when you're competing or just running a full out, or even just like doing stunts or something like that. Like, you should be 100% focused on your team and how you can help each other. And again, this sounds super cliche, but if every single person on your team helps every single person on your team, then you're just gonna have like a great fun season. So being a good teammate will help your team, but it'll also just really help you be more confident. Okay, so that's all the tips for this video, and now that I have finished it, I feel like half the things I said were like super cliche, but honestly all those things really do help. That's just stuff that I've learned, but I hope it helps you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.